Yo, what is good? My anime faithful. What is good, yo? So, Cup of Craft this week finally kind of ended, man, and it's sad to say. It's so sad. But, yeah. Copcraft has come to its conclusion, and it was an interesting out like episode, but to be fair, these are the type of stuff I have been like prepared for, right? Like these are the things that I pretty much expect from some anime, like some shows, because it just happens, right? Like you can't always predict when a show's gonna just like either keep going or seemingly have enough to even keep going from, so these are the types of things that I'm always kind of been prepared for when I've watched shows and enjoyed certain shows that just have a chance to end whenever, So to see this show ending the way it did end, I'm not surprised in the slightest. I'm actually I'm actually not surprised because of just how much buildup was being, made throughout the whole entire time of just figuring out who this person was in general, compared to just giving us, step by step uh, backstories and different things to kind of ease us into his character. They just kept him a secret the whole time in the case of he was the in-game boss, and seeing what he could do and how many bodies he had controlled this week's episode kind of gives you like the thought process of what was he thinking. Like he had so many people and they all got just absolutely bodied by our main character. So now that he's seen how ridiculously crazy these two are, the cop and the girl combination already, you would have thought that he would have made a little bit more preparations cater to just beating them, So it was weird to see them somehow, well, not even them, just one of them really take out this whole entire army of the dead that, was unarmed, by the way. Instead of giving them all weapons to make them stronger and more threatening, he just like send them out with hand to hand. Um, the one guy who's supposedly FBI this whole time is, you know, pulling up stupid mistakes while trying to get information out of somebody and winds up putting himself in a position where he gets absolutely slapped. Oh my God, like that. I put myself in a position to get absolutely slapped. You see that? Nah, but to think that that was going to happen and we were just going to be left with, oh my God, I'm glad I healed. We were just going to be left with a weird, abrupt conclusion. I thought it was just weird. I thought we were going to get a lot more from this guy who seemed like the most evil dude that had a past with our main character already, and that it was going to have some significant thing to it. But it really just seemed like it was a battle that was going to happen sooner or later type of deal, and that was kind of lame. Not gonna lie, it felt like a lot of build up that got wasted because of that type of deal. So if they do drop a season two, because she did say she wanted to, stay in town and help these people find their path because they're greedy and cowardly and all these different things. So she's clearly gonna stay, but the whole problem is she's not gonna be accepted, clearly. And while she's not being accepted, she's also, capable of being one of the people that just give, humans and everybody alike reason to try to attack and use them as, like, oh, this girl's here and we can use her as cover, like, oh, we'll use her. She's the reason why this stuff happened. It's not because of us. We can blame it on her because that's really all what a lot of this came down to is whoever can kind of play the side of the politics the quickest and the fastest and get out of trouble for it was always the ones quick to do that, right? They were always doing it as soon as possible. So I don't know. We're in a very, very dark place with this show, and when I say dark place, I mean we're left in the dark literally. So they kind of made it so the guy who they take out this week he was his own motivator. He was the guy kind of calling all of his own shots and stuff like that. So it kind of gave away the storyline of them just being like, and then you find out that there's something else, like another boss or something like that. And that was just taken away instantly with them being like, oh, well, the reason why he wants to take out humans and this and that is because his kind and their kind are, actually work coexisting and allowing it and not being, weirded out by the music and by the things that happen throughout the world or whatever, So it just came down to this whole I don't like things how they are, so I'm gonna destroy everything and try to bring it back to the way it was. And it was kind of lame. Like, that was a lame way for his character to just all of a sudden operate when he seemed like he was just somebody who was being hired whenever he needed to be hired, and that was kind of the end of that, So regardless, we'll see how this plays out if there is a second season. But as of right now, we literally just got to watch our cop guy go through like a just massacring everybody in his way that was already dead. Oh, bye bye. And after going through all of them, kind of coming to the conclusion that he's still not um, he's still not in a position to, you know, have evidence and all this other stuff to say that there's someone else. Like, he's like, oh, this is case cut and closed and case, So as of now, it doesn't seem like we're probably gonna get anything uh, prior to this because of the ending, like I was saying. But if we do, I will definitely be checking it out and seeing where all this has gone since this episode and whatnot. So I do hope we see something relatively interesting at the end of the day, but if not, thank you all for even keeping up with this season show that I've been watching and enjoying. I don't know why it was so fun for me to watch, but with having, like my anime people by my side, it's always something I could pull from these shows that maybe it will interest them and make them want to watch, and that's more than enough for me, right? Like, I just want everybody to be able to find something they enjoy, and if they can, then and I help, that's awesome. But if I find something that I enjoy and I can share it with you guys, and you could tell me how you're feeling about it, or vice versa, that's enough for me too. So I hope you guys have an amazing one. I will definitely be talking to you tomorrow for sure. I just have some things going on here at my actual house where I'm probably gonna have to leave, and I just don't know what my schedule is gonna be looking like when I try to upload and post now, because I'll be switching internets and stuff. Not only switching internets, I need to move my TV. I just gotta do a lot of stuff that's kind of annoying and tedious. So thinking about it just it's annoying. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing one, and I will, like I said, definitely talk to you tomorrow. And I hope to get some new stuff out to you guys as soon as possible. Whatever new like animes and stuff are coming out, I just got a huge list of stuff from one of my great anime people, so I will be looking into those shows, that the ones that I don't know about, which most of them I knew about. There's probably like two I didn't. So there's a lot of things coming out, and I look forward to seeing which ones actually blow our mind and give us something cool to talk about. So with all that being said, peace.